messing around at soundcheck kind of thing, and she was like, "Oh, cool. What if we moved down a couple of notes?" And he started writing lyrics to it. I think when he went on vacation with his wife,
desert or something.
And then came back and was like, "Hey, remember that riff you were writing? Well, I think we should do it." And I was like, "All right."
Yeah. What's cool about that riff is it's. I think most of it is probably like it's like super pentatonic. So it's like super simple again, but those are often like the riffs that get stuck in your head. It kind of has like a Navajo chant vibe to it, you know, like with a
little bit.
Which is, so it's like super hooky. So it's a cool riff.
On Nana, that way I don't know how that one came about, but it was kind of one of those things where, like, you know, sometimes you'll play a song, you'll get to a certain part, and then kind of you play a verse, a chorus, and then you don't know where to go from there. So people are. And then, you know, just like, oh, all right, well, just kind of figuring out from whatever, you know, just like. It just starts to happen, and then sometimes you're like, oh, that's really cool, we keep that, or sometimes you're like, oh, maybe we actually write a part. But I think that was how that one came about. Was just like, oh, all right, descend, and then he goes into a great riff and solo.
Yeah. What's cool about that too, like I definitely wanted to play up like how dark that section sounds, because it's kind of like a change. Like another high bit. It's cool because that section reminded me kind of like of the Sabbathy thing. We have a couple of songs. I'd say like Mama. There's that section, heavy section. Songs that have like, you know, kind of these dark Sabbathy riffs. And Nana was one of them, and kind of played it up.
Some of the fun of it is getting to the end of that record and be like, all right, we have to perform this live now. All right, so what are we going to do? How do we make the guitar sound like a synth or whatnot? And, you know, pedals come into play. Our friend James Louise, that's our touring keyboardist, has a lot of stuff that he covers too. You know, it's just picking those moments and some of the the melodies that need to be showcased. And you know, I think as an audience member too, like, you don't want to hear the record. You know, you want to hear the band, you know, playing songs and kind of experience the record. So I was always a fan of going to see bands live and having them change things up, or like, all right, how are they going to do that live? You know what I mean? And that's some of the fun of it.